Hey guys, so now we're in the beginning of October. So one of the things we need to start looking at with Bermuda is our soil temperatures. This is where in the springtime it really matters, and in the fall it does. So one of the things that I like to use a rule of thumb for the growing season is the only time we will aerify, top dress, anything like that, so the turf can heal. Normally right around the end of September, beginning of October is when our nighttime temperatures start dropping, which right now they're getting into the 50s. I think we were even 48 last night. So our soil temperatures are going to start dropping down. The daylight time is shortening. We're just making that transition in the fall towards winter. So a lot of times what I try to do is avoid any of the cultural practices that tear up the turf to make it better, because we want to make sure that we recover before winter time. It does happen to sometimes in October we'll get kind of a rogue cold front come through and really slow down the growth of the grass, so we want to avoid doing anything extensive. If you have some drainage or wet issues that you really need to poke some holes in to open them up to get some air, that I would continue into the winter even, because the having that oxygen in there is really going to help regardless of time of year. But right now as a whole, I would go ahead and stop any of the aerifying and top dressing or any of the dethatching, just so you can heal. We're not going to get a lot of growth going forward, so you're not really going to hurt yourself by waiting till the spring. Normally our growing season around here runs from March through September, and that October time we really start kind of putting the brakes on and just kind of heading towards the dormant months, which can be November or December. Just kind of depends how our winter goes. We've had quite a bit of rain here recently, so we might get a nice flush of growth, which you could get away with a little bit in October if you're careful. I normally don't recommend it. Just go ahead and wait until March or April to pick up again, and because your Bermuda will it's just gonna go dormant and not do a whole lot for the next few months. So the other thing that I would look at right now as well is your watering times. Go ahead and start backing those off. If you're watering twice a week, you could probably look at watering once a week. If you're watering real heavily twice a week, back that off to just a smaller amount those 2 days a week. I normally would recommend, since we're cooling down, go ahead and go down to once a week and water a good, to where you're soaking the soil profile and getting the root system down in there. There's normally not a reason to water twice a week right now. It's one of those things you can monitor and just see how it works out for you, your turf. If you're on a steep slope, if we get some real high temperatures out of the blue and need a little bit extra water, it's not hard to just kick it on for that other day and get a little bit extra water to it. If y'all have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll get it answered for you. Thanks a lot.